Some great stories so far. So, guys, you combined together in the WWE. I want to go back a little bit to you, Brunzell.
Yes.
You worked with Adonis and Ventura a
Yes.
lot. Can you tell some stories about Adonis and Ventura? And what was your opinion of Adrian Adonis?
Tell him to fight Danny's story of Flint,
Well,
Michigan.
I'll tell you about Adrian. Adrian was incredible as far as timing and the stuff he did in the ring. He was great. Jesse Ventura was he was very unathletic, and he was sort of clumsy. He was a swimmer in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And, he got into the bodybuilding, and he could talk, man. And he believed, there's the three biggest egos I've met in this wrestling business was Vince, Vern, and Jesse. So he'd call you. Yeah, I tell you a quick deal about Jesse. You talk to him, and all of a sudden he told you about everything that was going on with him and his family, and then, instead of saying, "Jim, how are you doing?" he said, "I'll see you later, Brunsy," and out the door he went.
Right.
He was just, and he's still that way now. He's he told me that he was gonna. He had, this was last year. He had told me that somebody had suggested that he run for president.
Yeah, he announced that last year.
Yeah, and I said, I don't.
It's a bad time.
Yeah, but so.
And Adonis, I heard that he was a dick to everybody. Is that true?
Yeah.
Well,
Seriously.
Seriously, I mean, that's what I heard. I heard he was like a total dick.
Well, here's the problem with Adrian. He became chemically addicted.
Okay.
And it changed his whole personality.
Did it?
It did.
Okay.
It ruined him
How
in
was
the
he
ring.
before he went off the rails?
He was great. He had
was good?
timing when he was there
Unbelievable.
with Jesse.
Franks.
Honestly, God, we made that was the biggest year. And I was telling some guys, the biggest house in the St. Paul Civic Center, and this is including Springsteen.
Okay.
The biggest house they ever drew there was a cage match between Greg and I and Jesse and Adrian. They drew over 19,000 people.
Yeah.
And Adrian was incredible, but like so many guys, I mean, pro wrestling is a reflection of society. So you're going to have the same thing. You're going to have problems with marriages. You're going to have alcohol abuse. You're going to have drug abuse, and being on the road like we were 27 days a month for 3.5 years.
It magnifies all.
It magnifies and it opens up the opportunities. So that's what happened to Adrian, and we were in Flint, Michigan, and we were watching. Bob Orton and I and Brian were watching the match between Danny Spivey, who had just come in, and he was a big, tall baby face, much on the same line as Hulk, and he was working with Adrian, and Adrian got stiff with him a couple times in the ring, and he's a tough son of a gun boy, and he had told Adrian, he says, "Don't screw with me or I'm going to let you have it." Well, in Flint, Michigan, Adrian threw the sleeper on him and really had it snug. I mean snug.
Mm-hmm.
And
it was shot deep, yeah.
Yeah. And Danny elbowed him, and when he elbowed him, he hit him with a left in the jaw and then kicked him in the mouth and split his upper lip completely in half. And Adrian was out. And Danny Spivey was going to tear his eyes out.
Actually, Adrian went to leg dive him.
He
left hooked him.
No.
Oh,
no.
You're back in the
yes.
dressing room. Okay, yeah.
Brian, hang on.
Okay. I want the juicy part.
Okay, so Danny comes in that babyface locker room, and JYD's there, and Pat Patterson was the agent, and Pat Patterson's scared to death, worried about what happened, and Danny Spivey's pacing. He said, "I'm going to kill that motherfucker." He says, "That son of a bitch who did that son." And all of a sudden, Adrian comes through the door, and Adrian starts talking to him, and then Adrian tries to shoot and leg dive him. Danny Spivey hit him with an uppercut and lifted him off the floor to the point of probably he looked like a big turtle up in the air. And when he came, I'm serious.
Yeah.
When he came down and he turned around, Danny had split his cheek where the bone was coming right through.
Wow.
And I thought, shit, he's going to kill him.
Yeah.
And that was it. And that was probably
He got it one more time.
Yeah, but he was stumbling, bumbling.
He went
and you
down.
know something? He never was the same after that in the ring.
Yeah. not just dreaming it, we're doing it for real.